A once-in-a-lifetime cosmic explosion will create a new star, and here's how we can see it. A nova explosion happens when a white dwarf co-orbits with a nearby celestial companion, with a resulting temporary star likely to be as bright as Polaris, the North Star. Stargazers will soon be able to feast their eyes in a once-in-a-lifetime celestial spectacular when a cosmic explosion will turn a distant star into one of the brightest objects in the night sky. Between now and September, the binary star system known as T Corona Borealis, TCRB, will undergo an event known as a nova eruption. And as a result, it will be transformed from something roughly 100 times fainter than is possible to see with the naked eye to a brightness similar to Polaris, the Northern Star. As a result, people across the world, including the UK, will be able to see a temporary new star in the sky. NASA predicts this will happen any time from now until September. Nova occur in binary systems in which a white dwarf, the remnant core of a former Sun-like star, co-orbits with a nearby stellar companion. Research fellow Mark Holland, University of Warwick, said, "The ultra-dense white dwarf can steal material from the companion star in a process known as accretion, causing a layer of hydrogen to build up on the white dwarf surface. Once sufficient material is built up, this layer will reach a critical temperature, igniting hydrogen fusion. This powerful nuclear detonation ejects the gas from the white dwarf surface in a hot luminous shell, and what we then see is a system becoming thousands of times brighter and is responsible for the observed nova. Most nova are unpredictable and seen only once, but there are 10 known repeated systems referred to as a recurrent nova. Of this is TCRB, which erupts about every 80 years and which is by far the closest than a mere 3,000 light years away. It is also the only one with a sufficient peak brightness to be visible to the naked eye in areas with moderate light pollution." Mr. Holland added, TCRB was first conclusively observed in outbursts in 1866 by Irish astronomer John Birmingham, with the most recent nova seen in February 1946. Observations of TCRB in the months leading up to 1946 eruption revealed a prominent drop in brightness, indicating the explosion was imminent. Almost 80 years later, TCRB is now due for its next eruption event, and throughout February and March, a dip in brightness was seen once more, signaling the fuse has been lit, and it is a matter of months before we witness the next nova. TCRB is much too dim to be seen with the naked eye for the moment, although it can be observed with a modest amateur telescope. However, once the eruption gets underway, no special equipment will be required. Mr. Holland said the best thing you could do now is to get familiar with the patch of sky around the constellation Corona Borealis using a star chart or phone app, and once you get to know what stars are visible in the part of the sky, you'll already appreciate the difference when one night in the next few months there is one extra member in the constellation. It's around the Boots constellation. Now, the nova will be visible to the naked eye for a few nights and reach a similar brightness to other stars in the Corona Borealis constellation, but if you miss that window, it'll still be visible for a few weeks with a good pair of binoculars. At the University of Warwick, he said, we have a keen interest in white dwarfs in interactionary binary systems. Weather permitting, we hope to observe this once-in-a-lifetime display using the new Marsh Observatory on the Warwick campus. While our sun will evolve into a white dwarf in around 5 to 6 billion years, it does not have a stellar companion to accrete material from, and so will not undergo nova eruptions. Since TCRB is around 3,000 light years away, the nova outburst is only now that the light is reaching us. In that time, TCRB will have undergone 35 to 40 more outbursts with all of their light signals on the way to us. And this is on Express UK by Kieran McGrath. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.